Atul Srivastava teaching you physics of class 10th NCERT chapter 12 electricity. Previous lecture I have explained you about the Ohm's law and some numericals. Now you will see the factor on which the resistance of the conductor depends. We know by Ohm's law V is equal to IR. So factor on which the resistance of a conductor depends. There are the four factors. First one is length of the conducting wire. When we increase the length of the wire, then the current is half. Means what is the half? It is given when the length of the wire is double, then the current will be half. When increase the length, then decrease the current. It means the resistance is increasing. Length is increasing, resistance is an enemy of current. That I have told you. So resistance is directly proportional to the length of the wire. Thickness of the conductor. Thickness of the conductor, when we will take the thick wire at the place of a present wire at the same temperature, same voltage, then and same material, then the thicker wire, then the current will be increased. Current is increasing means the resistance is reduced, otherwise resistance stop the current. So what is this? Inversely proportional, opposite. When the thickness means area of cross section. Thickness means when the wire was this and now the wire is this. You are increasing the thickness. Here you are length was this and now the length is this. Same wire, same thickness. Same wire, same thickness, same material, same temperature. Then it is directly proportional. Length increase, resistance will be also increase, means current will be decreased. Here thickness will be increased, then the current will be reduced, means the resistance, just current will be increased. Here current is decreasing, just half, and here current is increasing, means the resistance is decreasing. Who is stopping the current? Does not allow to flow the electrons. So that's why inversely proportional the area of cross section. It is called the cross section where you cut. There is like a cylindrical part. This you will, when you cut the wire, you will get a circle there. That is called the area, and you will use the formula pi r square in the calculation. Nature of the material. When you change the nature of the material, it also depends on the nature of the material. Some metals are soft, some hard. So according to nature. Temperature of the conductor, you increase and decrease, then also it will be. So there are four factors. So we have seen here the resistance is directly proportional to the length and inversely proportional to the area of cross section. So here we'll see both. When you combine, then you are getting resistance is directly resistance is proportional to L upon E. Directly and inversely both. So only proportional word. And when this proportional sign you put in equal, then there is a one constant you are getting in like this 9. In English 9 you are writing this, and inverted 9 like this. So it is a your rho. R is equal to rho L upon A, and rho is called, this symbol is called a rho. Rho is a constant, proportional constant, this equality at the place of this, and which is a called specific resistance. R is called the resistance, it is called a specific resistance, or another name it is resistivity of the conductor. It is a simply characteristic. The SI unit of this is according to based on this. SI unit means length is measured in meter, area. So rho is equal to, what will you get? SI unit is ohm meter. How will you get the ohm meter? Because by this you are getting the formula rho is equal to RA upon L. R in ohm, A in area always in meter square, length in meter. So ohm into meter square upon meter, meter and meter cancel power. So ohm meter is left. So its SI unit is ohm meter. Its SI unit is ohm meter. Unit of resistivity, it is by calculation. How will you get length? If the length is, what is the 1 ohm meter? Resistivity is 1 ohm meter. You define by when the wire of length 1 meter and its area of cross section is 1 meter square and the resistance of this is 1 ohm, then the resistivity will be 1 ohm meter. By this formula, at the place of R, you will write, this is the ohm. So 1 ohm meter, 1 rho is equal to 1 ohm meter. You will get 1 ohm into 1 meter square upon 1 meter, meter and power cancel. You are getting 1 ohm meter is the resistivity. It is the definition of 1 ohm meter. It is a characteristic property of a material which is used for the conducting electricity. Resistance and the resistivity of the material vary with temperature. When temperature increase and decrease, then also it will be change. So metal and the alloy have very low resistivity. That's why metal resistivity have a range 10 power minus 8 ohm meter to 10 power minus 6 ohm meter. That's why it is a very good conductor of the electricity. And insulators like rubber and the glass, this you are using in the range of resistivity. Rho I have written. Resistivity is 10 power 12 ohm meter and 10 power 17 ohm meter. So resistivity of an alloy is generally higher than that of its constituent metal. When it is alloy, then its resistivity higher than the same metal. So alloy do not burn, do not oxidize in the readily at high temperature. Very small, very fast speed can't burn oxidized. So it used to electric heater and iron as a for the plates, toasters and other all. So due to this reason, tungsten is also used almost the filament of an electric bulb. Its melting point is very high. Insulators are used in protect from the electric shock. So you are seeing this. Now we will see the combination of the, here also you have seen there, some table is given in the book. Conductors, alloy and insulators. This table is given, and on the basis of this resistivity there is a numericals also. I will explain afterwards. All the examples, how this unit you are changing, how the rho and the resistance, these examples are given. Now we will see the resistance of a system of resistors. You are combining, and what type of this. There is a two type of combination. Resistance, combination of the resistors, two type of the combination in the circuit diagram. How will you join are in the houses. One is series combination and one is the parallel combination. In the series combination, suppose we have, here I am taking the three resistance R1, R2, R3, series, end to end. Three resistance, end to end, you will join it. One end to another, then another, like this. It is called the series combination. Series combination, R1, R2 I have joined. It is a diagram to show. In the series, your resistance will be increased. When you want to increase the resistance, then you join the series. There is no change in the electric current. Potential difference of each resistance will be different. But same place, when you join it in the parallel. So all the end of the all resistance in one side, other is the another. Means parallel like a finger you are seeing. So one upon the others, there is a gap and you join it R1, R2, and here the current will be distributed, but the potential difference will be same. I have drawn here a one circuit diagram. Now resultant of this type of series combination is this formula used. And for parallel combination you use this formula. R is the R indicate the resultant resistance. Here also R indicate the resultant. And three combination like this 10 infinite you can connect. So only 3 I am taking here. So it increase the resistance, it decrease the resistance. Here you will get the resultant resistance is greater than each of them. Here you will get the resultant resistance. In the parallel it is always less than the smallest one. R1, R2, R3, which one is the smaller? Suppose R3 is the smallest. It is 4 ohm, it is 2 ohm, it is 1 ohm. So less than 1 ohm will be the result of this. Here R1, 2, 3, 5, then it will be more than 5. In series you get the more than the highest one, it is less than the smallest one. How will you verify this formula? By using the Ohm's law. In series combination, the current flows in all the resistance without change. Same voltage, without change, but the potential difference is different. For this, R1, R2, R3 I have taken. Voltage connected in the circuit is V. Current I is flowing through the circuit with a key K, and then R1, R2, R3 connected, and there is a 3 voltmeters. V1 is the voltage of first one, V2 is the potential difference of second, V3 is the, it is different, but current in all will be same. In this, what will you get? There is a positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Here is a positive, then negative, positive, negative. It is series combination. R1 has a what? R1 potential difference is V1 and current is same for all. V1, V2, V3, R1, R2, R3 change, but current is same. Resultant of total is V, I and R. Total resistance of combination of 3 is R, V and I. According to Ohm's law, potential difference is equal to current into resistance. V is equal to IR. Put the value V1, IR1, V2, IR2, V3, IR. In the resultant voltage of these three is the V. What is the total? Total voltage supply is here, and it is sum of all these three. It is from here only distributed. So V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Put the value from this and this. You are getting IR is equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3. I common cancel. This is the formula of resultant resistance by the series combination, which I have told you in the beginning. Same thing you see in the here. Parallel combination. In the parallel combination, your voltage R1, same thing, current divide in this resistance, but potential difference is constant. In the parallel combination, other things you will write the V, I and R all, but shortcut I have given what? The current divide these resistance, but I is coming here, but here it is going I1, I2, I3. And potential difference between these two and A and B, if you take, then it will be V. What is here, there is same. So here R1, V is constant, I1, I2, I3. I have written in the symbolic form. R1 has a potential difference V, current I1, R2 has V and R. These I depend on R1, R2, R3, not depend on V. Resultant resistance is R, then resultant potential difference is V, and resultant current is I, R, V, I. According to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, it is for resultant. Then what is I? Current is equal to V upon R. Similarly, you can get what? I1 is equal to V upon R1. I2 is equal to V upon R2. I3 is equal to V upon R3. But current after the combination, here you are getting I, here also you are getting I. I1 plus I2 plus I3 is I. So here you write I equal to I1 plus I2 plus put the value according to this formula. V is common and cancel from both the side. You are getting this formula for the calculation of numerical in parallel combination. So I hope it is clear, and after this I will explain about the some numerical based on both numericals and the formula. It is given in the book also. You can see it is the parallel combination. Before that it is also given first parallel and series combination. Then this is the proof of parallel combination. Ohm's law experiment is also there. So here VV is equal to V1, V2. You can see from here also. It is the numerical based on this. Parallel combination, series combination, series is over. Now parallel combination proof is given. Resistance in parallel, how will you see and what is the potential difference. Then You will see it is a practical, and after this some numericals are also given based on parallel combination. Sometimes you will get parallel as well as series both. Parallel as well as series both in the same numerical. So you will see these questions. That's all for today, and next lecture we will explain the numerical based on parallel and series. Thanks.